Hey guys, thank you so much for coming and joining our Unit 3 virtual preview. I just want to say welcome back, and I had such a great time working with you guys at Collaboration Day. It almost didn't feel like work. It felt more like getting together with some coworkers, exchanging some great ideas, and putting some things in place to help our scholars. I had a great time. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Um, Thus far in the school year, I'm sure you guys are in the same space as I am, which is just tons of things going on. I'm super duper busy. Yes, this is my teacher Bitmoji, and I cannot express how excited I was when I figured out how to put it in our PowerPoint presentation. So you guys will see a lot more of her. All right, so what's on the agenda for today? Upcoming events and important dates, the scope and sequence for Unit 3 TEKS, the Unit 3 at a glance, AMLs, the assessment, constructed response questions, resources, and last but not least, office hours. All right, so are you guys as bad with dates as I am? Okay, it could be just me, but just in case anyone else struggles with keeping track of everything, here's some of the important dates that are yet to come. November 3rd marks the end of Unit 2, and Unit 3 begins on November the 6th. November 20th through the 26th, Thanksgiving break. We're almost there. December the 15th, Unit 3 ends. The CA testing window for CA2 opens on December the 11th. Winter break will be here before we know it. Hang in there, guys. December the 23rd through January the 7th. January the 18th will be Collaboration Day 2. Can't wait to see you guys then. All right, so our scope and sequence. I'm sure everyone knows where to find it. It's on the fourth grade homepage on the left-hand side. If you scroll down in the document to Unit 3, this will be the first page that you see. It runs from November 6th through December the 21st, 25 instructional days, 4 flex days. Not much has changed. It gives us the progression of the readiness TEKS. This is what our TEK is like in 4th grade. This is what scholars should have gotten in 3rd grade. It is not a direct correlation to 5th grade, but our 4th grade TEK does lay a very solid foundation for what scholars will learn in 5th grade in regard to patterns and things on Earth. Also, here is a list of the vocabulary that scholars will need to cover for the unit. Cool. The interesting thing about Unit 3 is that there's only one readiness TEKS, and it reads as such. 4.8a, scholars will be able to measure and record changes in weather and make predictions using weather maps, weather symbols, and a map key. And scholars are also introduced to climate. We have several supporting and process standards. 4.2a, plan and implement descriptive investigations. 4.2d, analyze data and interpret patterns. 4.3b, draw inferences and evaluate accuracy of service and product claims. 4.8b, describe and illustrate the water cycle. And 4.8c, collect and analyze data to identify sequences in shadows, tides, and the observable change in appearance of the moon. All right, so not much has changed about the unit at a glance document. I still give you my estimated or suggested amount of days to spend on each TEK. I give you the objectives, what we want for scholars to be able to do. I give you any possible misconceptions that I could think of. The only thing that I made some adjustments to was the objective assessment. I didn't change it so much. I wanted to make the document more user friendly. So at the bottom of the document, you will see where I have attached larger printer versions of the objective assessments. So I was thinking, like, if they only have it in that one little box on the unit at a glance, then how can they actually give that to their scholars? How can they actually use it to assess? So I have added them to the end of the document in a larger version. Cool. So the lucky thing about this unit is that there is an AML already set up and designed and planned out for an introduction to weather. I started out with an attention getter or a do now that gets scholars engaged. It's called Create a Key, where scholars get an index card that has, and they design a symbol to represent one of the words on the board. So you would write like rain, snow, sunny, cloudy, thunderstorms, hail, like any type of weather condition on the board. And then scholars have to make a symbol on an index card that would represent one of those weather conditions. And then you guys kind of stand in a circle and have the scholars hold up their index card, and then everybody takes a turn or whatever, trying to guess the weather condition that symbol represents. I think that it's also really important for this TEK that you assess their prior knowledge, because sometimes kids come into fourth grade already having a pretty well-laid foundation of weather and weather maps, especially if they watch the news on a regular basis with their parents. So I would take a second to give them the pre-assessment. You can find it on STEM Scopes. It's only 5 questions. And I would use that data and information to gauge exactly how long I need to spend on the weather TEK. I've also added the guided practice, which is where scholars follow specific directions and work with weather maps. And so that was pretty much it for the guided practice. And that's the AML for that. You can find the full annotated model lesson on Blackboard under the 4th grade homepage under science and AMLs. I have about 9 or 10 of them already on Blackboard that you guys can look at. All right, so our Unit 3 assessment, it has 20 questions. Of course, it covers all of the Unit 3 TEKs. Some questions will be dual coded, which means that one question may cover or assess more than one TEK, usually a readiness TEK or a supporting standard and a processing standard. All questions are going to be star formatted. The 20 questions are multiple choice, and then I've also included 3 constructed response questions. And this is what they look like. So one to cover there's a constructed response question to cover each readiness TEK and the supporting standard. So this one would cover the shadows and tides and patterns. This one would cover the water cycle, and this one would cover product claims. And these are already uploaded on Blackboard as well. All right, Mackenzie was so awesome. She put together a whole Google document just for us so that we can all share resources. So at this time, I don't have any new resources to share, but if you guys do, please upload it. Don't hesitate to upload it to the Google Drive, and I will share out the link via email. Thank you so much, Mackenzie. You rock. Office hours, Unit 3 office hours are going to be held the week of November the 27th. I'll send you an Outlook invite the week before, and I'll send a reminder with the Skype link in it the day before. All you have to do is click on the link in the reminder email that I send, and it will take you directly to the office hours session. It is not professional development. It's not a training. It's an even exchange of ideas, things to be on the lookout for, any pressing questions that you may have, and just a time to pop in and get anything that I think that you guys should know. I hope to see you all there. Don't miss the party. Well, I mean, it won't exactly be a party, but it'll be informative and useful. All right. Guys, I know that the newness and excitement of the school year has probably worn out. I want you guys to hang in there. We're going to do great. I got your back. Whatever you guys need, don't hesitate to reach out. And working together, I'm sure that we all got this together. We'll be fine. As always, I am at your service. If you need anything, please reach out. Do not suffer in silence.